I have really enjoyed fishing in Patagonia on the Chilean and the Argentine sides of the Andes, and the rivers have been incredible. The Chilean rivers are different than the Argentine rivers. The Chilean rivers are in more subtropical areas. Not a lot of dry fly action, but with streamers and nymphs you do really well. But you get into some places that are very remote that you can't get to unless you hack through subtropical forests like these and risk falling down a few times like I did today. But just an incredible experience. On the Argentine side, the rivers run through drier terrain and you have more hatches, so you use a lot of dry flies. But with my Tenkara rods, I've been having fun. I've been using 9 and 12-foot rods, and then when I feel like a river might have a big fish, I'll go to 17, 18-foot range, and I even use K-root rods to try and land some bigger sea-run browns. I've caught a couple of those. One broke off, and the other one took about 50 minutes to land, and when I landed it, it was one of the smallest that I'd ever taken. So I don't know if those K-root rods can handle a 40-pound wahoo fish. But it's been a phenomenal time here in Patagonia. For those people that have an interest in this kind of fishing and experiencing it, going to wild rivers and floating lakes that are hard to get to but offer incredible surprises, look into fundolosleones.com. Our lodge is nestled right in the middle of millions of natural forest, national park acreage, and reserves. So we have literally hundreds of rivers and lakes that surround us. Some are tough to get to. Some we have to helicopter in. Others we have to beat our way through the bushes like this place. And others you can kind of drive up to. But if you like that kind of exploration, that kind of fishing, look us up. fundolosleones.com. Well, here I am on the River Dinamarca, which flows into the Palena River. I love these rivers. This one runs free and clear. It comes out of a lake, and they're always kind of tough to get to. You have to kind of figure out the best way to get down to the river. It looks like I've got a little spot here where I can go through. I've got my Tenkara rods, and on the way to Fundo Los Leones off of the Austral Highway, there are 14 rivers like this that present some pretty good opportunities. This one here is flowing pretty heavy at this spot. We'll see how I can kind of work my way through it, and if I have a good position to drift some flies. So we'll see how this goes today. Isn't that pretty water though? Gosh, this is incredible opportunities here. If I can cross here, I can get over to that other side, and I can see some better places to drift some flies. Yeah, the river's low enough that I think fairly confident I can fish all the way down there and this little section right here, but I might need to get up and go across the river and get a little better spot over there. So we will see how it goes. Well, now for the exciting moment. I always get excited about the first cast. You never know if you're going to have a banner day fishing. So I've got my setup all done here. I've got a Patagon, an orange type Patagon with too much line on it, but and then a little floating egg more as an indicator for me. And I'm going to try and flip it into some spots here in this faster water in the hopes that there's some kind of a fish that will like it. So first few little drifts through here, you just never know what's going to come up. Well, not my lucky day today for that, but like I said, it's always fun for me to see that happen. We'll see what the rest of the day brings. It is always so tough walking in these rivers. They don't have gravel, they just have boulders. So you're kind of stuck between big crevices when you're walking around here. GoPro stopped recording. Boy, I've got a really good looking spot up here. I'm anxious to fish this. You never know. This looks like good holding water for trout. So we'll see what happens here. Again, I love these first casts into something like this. Man, I'm having a hard time walking on these big boulders. Well, I was in a beautiful spot but had no luck, and I had a hard time getting around the river. I can see some great areas, but I just have to go exploring. I'm on a ledge that overlooks the river. It's about 50 feet down, so I've got to see if there's a way to get down to the river, and hopefully that drops into a good spot. We will see. Oh boy, that water looks so nice down there. I don't know if you can see it through all these trees. The only issue is falling all the way down there. I can see some nice holding holes. Boy, if I could get down there, it'd be great. We'll keep trying here. Well, I found this old logging road. We'll see if it takes you down to the river. Doesn't look like it does. Looks like it comes in on the side angle, but not to the right over to the river, which is what I'm wanting more than anything. Gee, it's frustrating. There's a path that goes through here. Maybe that will drop down there. Looks like it's for cows, so maybe worthy of me too, huh? Problem is I don't hear the river close anywhere. Well, I wonder where the bull is. Oops, I think I hear him. I better get out of here. See you guys. Well, I did that without losing my life. Well, I'm not the first to sneak down here, but others that have gone before me are awfully short. Hopefully I can get back up that. Hey, I see river. I might have made it. Yeah. Ooh boy. Right by the hole that I wanted. So we'll see how this goes today. Oh yeah. I'm happy. I am happy. Okay, let's catch some fish. Well, I will start close here and work my way. I love this first cast anticipation. You just never know. Well, I beat my way to get to this spot. This is just the opposite of the river, where I was fishing over there with no luck, but I saw fish jumping right here. Look at that nice flat down there. I have no idea if I could get there, but this one section here should be enough for me. So we'll see what happens here. If I can get my rig undone that I messed up walking through the woods. GoPro stop recording. Okay, I've got one on. It doesn't feel like a big one. He's not bending the rod at all. We'll see what we can do with her. I'll try and keep my hands out of the... I'll bring him up here where I can land him. Yeah, he's fighting. That looks like a little brown. We'll bring him in here. Yeah, a good little brown. Off he goes. Trying to get in the perfect spot here. Looks like great water. Everything funnels through this little section here. It'd be so cool if I could catch a nice one right out of this run here. If I could get up on this log here, it doesn't move. Yeah, it's pretty steady. As long as I don't fall in, could be kind of fun. I'll go down a little further. Right here. Looks like I'd have more stability. Yeah. Now if I can get my line off without getting snagged. It's always so frustrating. Hey, yeah, got the main line off. Yeah, looking good so far. Hey, nice cast too. All right, let's see what happens here. Everything seems to funnel through this one little spot. I'm trying to tight line this, but I got a really long line and the bottom's uneven. But this water's so clear, I don't want to use anything that would kind of give away my approach here, even though my line's hitting the, slapping the water. I'm using a very big, heavy midge pattern. I'd rather use a big one that's heavy and one that I can see, even though the fish might not particularly like it. Well, I stuck a streamer on and got a nice hit, but couldn't tag him. He took it, but I didn't set the hook. GoPro, stop recording. Well, bye-bye guys, and I'll see you another day, okay?